Astro, no.
Hi, Assalamualaikum, and my name is Muhammad Adib Danial Azman, and my metric number is 281526, and today I will discuss about the introduction of our study. So here we go. This study involves students who took a mathematics course. The purpose of making this study was to find out about the student background and also their academic performance in mathematics subject. For your information, a total of 150 students was involved and given a several sample survey to succeed in this study. After the survey is done, the data obtained will be stored and recorded in Excel to facilitate us to interpret the data obtained. So next is about the objective. So there are only 3 objectives of this study, which is first to identify the respondent backgrounds, and second is to investigate the factor that might influence the grade of every student, and lastly is to observe the grade of every period of the student. So that's all.
Students' gender in mathematics course. From the figure, we can conclude that there are 49% of female students while there are 51% of male students from the total of 150 students in the mathematics course. From the table, we can conclude that the mean score of male students is much higher than the mean score of female students, which is 0.5133. is better than 0.4867. Students' age in mathematics course. From the figure, we can conclude that the number of students aged 15 years old is the highest, which is 79 students, while the number of students aged 19 years old is the lowest, which is only 1 student. From the table, we can conclude that the number of students aged 15 years old is the highest, which means the mode of age of mathematics student is 79. Mother's job and father's job of mathematics student. From the figure, we can conclude that the number of others' job is the highest, which is 52 mothers and 79 fathers, while the number of work at home is the lowest, which is 15 mothers and 6 fathers. From the table, we can conclude that the number of others' job have a higher mode score for mother's job and father's job, which means the mode score for mother's job is 52, while the mode score for father's job is 79. Students' weekly study time in mathematics course. From the figure, we can conclude that 2 to 5 hours of study time is the highest frequency with 72 students, which is 48%, while more than 10 hours of study time is the lowest, which is 15 students, means there are 10% from the total of 150 mathematics students. From the table, we can conclude that 2 to 5 hours of study time has a better mode score, which is 72. Number of school absent of mathematics students. From the figure, we can conclude that the number of school absent of 0 is the highest, which is 46 students, while the number of school absent of 7 days, 20 days, 25 days, 26 days, and 54 days is the lowest, which is only 1 student. From the table, we can conclude that 0 day has a highest mode score, which is 46. So that's all.
I will continue the analysis related to the topic for the data provided. The first one is student grade. There are 3 grades, which is first period grade, second period grade and final period grade. For first period grade, the highest frequency is 9 to 11 grade, which have 44 students, while the lowest frequency is 0 to 2 grade and 21 to 23 grade with 0 student. While for second period grade, the highest frequency is 9 to 11 grade, which also have 44 students, and the lowest frequency is 21 to 23, which have 0 student. Lastly, for final period grade, the highest frequency is 9 to 11 grade, which have 47 students, and the lowest frequency is 21 to 23 grade, which have 0 student. The next one is about student travel time. The highest frequency for student travel time is less than 50 minute travel time to school, which have 109 students, while the lowest frequency is more than 1 hour travel time, which only have 4 students. The third one that I will explain is about student activities. This activity include 3 activities, which is extracurricular activities, internet access, and romantic relationship. For extracurricular activities, 82 students involved with the activities and 68 does not involve with the extra activities. For internet access at home, 129 students have internet access at their home, while 21 students does not have internet access at their home. Lastly, for romantic relationship, 33 students involved in the romantic relationship, while 117 students does not involve in romantic relationship. Lastly, about student health status. The highest frequency for student health status is excellent health status, which have 73 students, while the lowest frequency is poor health status, which only have 40 students. That's all for me. Thank you.
Next, I'm going to talk about result and discussions. Based on our analysis, most of the gender of the students is female, and for the age, most of the students is 15 years old. For mothers and fathers' job, most of the students' mothers and fathers have different occupation other than what suggested in the analysis. Next, for the students' weekly study time, most of the students spend 2 to 5 hours every week to study. Next, about number of school absence, most of the students have 0 absence, while for travel time, most of the students only travel for less than 15 minutes to school every day.
So we have reached at the final part, and as the conclusion, we managed to succeed in this study and also obtain good result in this study. Moreover, we also achieved all the objectives before and finished this study smoothly. We can clearly see the result from dataset by applying various methods and also make it easy for others to understand about the study we did this. Last but not least, we'll continue looking forward for the next study, and we hope with the analysis done by us will beneficial to others. Thank you and have a nice day.